Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. In this lesson, we will explore the life of Donald Trump, told in a way that's easy to understand and perfect for practicing your English listening skills. Let's get started. Early life Donald. Trump was born on June 14th, 1946, in Queens, a busy borough of New York City. His full name is Donald John Trump. He grew up in a large family. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer who built homes and apartments in the New York area. His mother, Mary Ann McLeod Trump, had moved to the United States from Scotland, bringing with her strong values and traditions. Donald was the fourth of 5 children. His siblings were Mary Ann, Fred Jr., Elizabeth, and Robert. Although the family had wealth, Donald's parents raised him with a focus on discipline, responsibility, and hard work. Those early lessons shaped the ambitious personality he would carry throughout his life. Education. As a young boy, Donald attended the Kew Forest School, a private school in Queens. But as he grew older, his parents noticed he had a strong, energetic personality that needed structure. To help channel his energy in a positive direction. His father enrolled him in the New York Military Academy, a boarding school known for its strict discipline and leadership training. This environment taught Donald order, focus, and persistence, qualities that would later become key to his success. After graduating high school, Donald attended Fordham University in New York for 2 years. In 1966, he transferred to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, one of the top business schools in the country. At Wharton, Donald studied economics and finance, gaining the skills and confidence to join the family business. He graduated in 1968 with a degree in economics, ready to take on the world, starting his career after finishing college. Donald didn't waste any time. He stepped right into the Trump Organization, his father's real estate business. Fred Trump had already made a fortune building affordable housing across New York's boroughs, but Donald wanted to do more. He saw opportunities to move beyond small residential projects and take the Trump name into the commercial real estate market. From the very beginning, Donald showed bold ambition and a willingness to take risks. These early years were about learning the ropes, understanding the industry, and preparing to make his own mark. First big success in the 1970s, Donald began taking bold steps to grow the Trump business. One of his earliest and most important projects was the redevelopment of the old Commodore Hotel in New York City. The hotel had been struggling for years, but Donald saw potential where others didn't. He negotiated deals, brought in investors, and worked hard to turn the property around. After a complete renovation, the building reopened as the Grand Hyatt Hotel, modern, luxurious, and buzzing with energy. This project was a turning point for Donald. It not only made him millions, but also put his name in the headlines, marking him as a rising star in the world of real estate, building an empire by the 1980s. Donald Trump was no longer just another real estate developer. He was becoming a brand. In 1983, he built the Trump Tower, a gleaming skyscraper in the heart of Manhattan. The building combined luxury apartments, upscale stores, and office spaces. With its bold design and prime location, Trump Tower quickly became a symbol of wealth and success. But Donald didn't stop there. He expanded his reach to Atlantic City, New Jersey, a city famous for its casinos and nightlife. He bought and managed multiple casinos, including the Trump Plaza and the Trump Taj Mahal, which was the largest casino in the world when it opened in 1990. His name began appearing on buildings, hotels, and resorts, not only in the United States, but also around the globe. By the end of the decade, Trump was a name that everyone recognized, becoming a public figure as Donald's business empire grew. So did his public image. By the late 1980s and into the 1990s, he wasn't just a businessman, he was a celebrity. Appeared on magazine covers, gave interviews on television, and became known for his larger-than-life personality. Donald's confident, outspoken style attracted attention, and people were fascinated by his success story. Then, in 2004, Donald stepped even further into the spotlight by hosting the reality TV show The Apprentice. The show followed contestants competing for a chance to work for him. Each week, Donald delivered his now famous line, "You're fired." The show was a massive hit and made him a familiar face in homes across America and around the world. By this point, Donald Trump wasn't just a businessman, he was a brand, a celebrity, and a personal life and family. Donald Trump's personal life has often been in the spotlight, just like his business ventures. Over the years, he has been married 3 times and has 5 children. In 1977, Donald married Ivana Trump, a model from what is now the Czech Republic. Ivana was not only his wife, but also a strong partner in his business world, helping with several projects. Together, they had 3 children: Donald Jr., born in 1977, Ivanka, born in 1981, and Eric, born in 1984. After 15 years of marriage, the couple divorced in 1992. Though they continued to co-parent their children. In 1993, Donald married Marla Maples, an actress. They had 1 daughter together, Tiffany Trump, born the same year. This marriage, however, did not last long, and they divorced in 1999. In 2005, Donald married Melania Trump, a model from Slovenia. Their son, Barron Trump, was born in 2006. Barron is Donald's youngest child. Today, Donald's older children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, are active in the family business. Tiffany has pursued a career in law, while Barron is still focused on his studies. Donald is also a grandfather, and he often speaks about how much he enjoys spending time with his grandchildren. Business challenges, despite his many successes, Donald Trump's journey has not always been smooth. In the 1990s, his businesses faced serious financial struggles. Some of his hotels and casinos in Atlantic City began losing money. And at one point, Donald owed millions of dollars to the banks. It was a tough time, and many people doubted whether he could recover. But Donald Trump is known for his persistence. Instead of giving up, he worked with banks and investors to restructure his debts. Over time, he managed to rebuild his empire and come back even stronger. This period of struggle taught him lessons about risk, resilience, and reinvention, qualities that would follow him into the next phase of his life. Stepping into politics for years, Donald Trump talked about the idea of entering politics, but it was mostly seen as speculation. Then, in 2015, he made it official, announcing that he would run for President of the United States. His campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again," quickly became widely known. He focused on promises such as creating more jobs, strengthening the economy, and addressing immigration policies. Many people were surprised by his decision, but his bold style and business background attracted a large following, setting the stage for a political journey that would soon make history. The 45th president in 2016, Donald Trump shocked the world by winning the presidential election. He ran as a Republican, facing off against Hillary Clinton, a former Secretary of State and one of the most well-known politicians in the country. Many experts believed Hillary Clinton would win, but Donald Trump's message, promising to make America great again, connected with millions of Americans. On January 20th, 2017, he was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States. During his presidency, Donald Trump focused on several key areas. Economy, he cut taxes for businesses and individuals, saying this would create jobs and stimulate growth. In his first years, the economy grew and unemployment rates dropped. Immigration. He made building a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border one of his top priorities. Aiming to reduce illegal immigration, foreign relations, Donald took an unconventional approach, meeting leaders like Kim Jong-un in North Korea, and negotiating on trade with countries such as China. Healthcare. He pushed for changes to the healthcare system, with the goal of lowering costs and increasing access, though not all his plans were approved. In 2019, Donald Trump was impeached by the House of Representatives, accused of abusing his power. However, the Senate acquitted him, meaning he remained in office until the end of his term. Post-presidency, 2020, Donald Trump ran for a second term, this time against Joe Biden, the former vice president under Barack Obama. It was a hard-fought campaign, but in the end,
After the
Joe
results were
Biden
announced,
won the election. Donald Trump and many of his supporters claimed the election was unfair, though no evidence of widespread fraud was found. This led to significant political tension, and on January 6, 2021, protests in Washington, D.C. turned violent when a group of people stormed the U.S. Capitol during the certification of the election results. 2 weeks later, on January 20th, 2021, Donald Trump left the White House. Unlike most outgoing presidents, he did not attend Joe Biden's inauguration. After leaving office, Donald returned to his business ventures, continuing to manage his real estate properties, golf courses, and hotels. At the same time, he remained a powerful and influential figure in American politics, with millions of supporters still backing him. He has even hinted at running for president again in 2024. Keeping his name frequently in the news. Legacy. Donald Trump's story is one of ambition, boldness, and resilience. From his early days in Queens, helping with the family business, to building a real estate empire, becoming a TV personality, and then the 45th president of the United States. His life has been filled with ups and downs, triumphs and controversies. Supporters see him as someone who challenged the political system, gave a voice to people who felt unheard, and showed the power of confidence and determination. Critics, on the other hand, often point to his controversial decisions and sharp rhetoric. Regardless of opinion, one fact is clear: Donald Trump has left a lasting mark on history. His journey shows that with vision, persistence, and self-belief, it is possible to rise from a neighborhood in Queens to one of the most powerful positions in the world.